Hi, I'm Paul Westberg.
And I'm Jeff Ostrike.
And on behalf of Christ the King Church Council, we want to say
thank you. During our council meetings in 2019, we realized that we really have a lot to be thankful for around here. It was an incredible year for us, largely because of your generosity and care for our church and community.
This past year, we wrapped up our $550,000 3-year Preserving Our Past, Building Our Future campaign. Because of your generosity, most of the dreams of that campaign have come true, and there are even more in the works. So far, we have seen the improvements of a finished top coat in our parking lot, renovations of the former courtyard that are now inside the gathering space, a new nursery, a new coffee bar, automatic accessible doors to enter the building, new carpet, and new outside worship doors, just to name a few of the changes that were made possible by this campaign.
We could go on and on with all the great improvements that have been made, and we could also go on and on about the improvements like worship projection that are still to come as a result of the Preserving Our Past, Building Our Future campaign. We could also go on and on about how amazing it was that we ended the year in the black, which means we had money left over in our accounts to carry us into 2020. For now, we'll just cut things short by saying again, thank you.
Aside from seeing incredible changes in our building here at Christ the King, 2019 also brought us some huge changes in ministry and staffing. God has provided for many of our needs in the staffing area through the hiring and onboarding of a second pastor, a new finance manager, a new office manager, and earlier this month, we welcomed a new director of faith formation for confirmation and high school.
New ministries we've seen emerge include Next Steps Parent Group, Frolic Family, and our playground area, which all target our many young families we have here at Christ the King. On top of that, our faith has also been deepened through our Alpha small group ministry.
As we look forward, 2020 is looking to be just as exciting of a year as 2019 was. In the year, we plan to add funding for existing ministries that have been financially downsized due to cutbacks in recent years. If you've gotten a chance to take a look at the annual report, you may have noticed the council is proposing a $13,000 increase to our ministry spending plan for the year. That increase is mostly attributable to investments we'd like to make into the younger generations of our church community.
We all care about the well-being and faith development of our children, youth, and families of Christ the King. So the increase in expenses to our ministry spending plan will support the continued growth and development of our youth through ministries like High School Youth Group, the High School Mission Trip, and camperships for youth to attend a week or weekend of camp at one of our Crossways Bible camps. Plus, the increases will also support some multi-generational ministries we've got in store. We are also increasing our benevolent giving by 0.25% in order to be able to give more to organizations outside our church walls.
In order to see all of these ministries come to life in 2020, we're going to need your help. As part of our annual stewardship campaign, we mailed pledge cards to all families who are members of Christ the King. Those cards help us gauge our financial outlook for the year, and they also help us make informed and well-planned decisions about our ministry spending plan. Though we usually see about 40 to 42% of those cards returned with intentions to give each year, this year we only saw 25% of those cards come back. If we were to function with those figures, we'd be needing to make decisions that factor for $100,000 less than we have spent last year.
This is where you come in. If you haven't already sent in your pledge card, we'd like to ask you that you do that. We get that we're all human, so if you realize that your pledge card may have accidentally gotten thrown away, or your dog maybe ate it, have no fear. You can always call the office and talk to our finance manager, Aubrey, to submit your giving intentions over the phone, or you could even email them to her as well.
Your church council can't wait to see where God leads Christ the King in 2020. This church community means so much to many of our members, and your generosity makes that happen. I know, for my family, Christ the King has been a blessing. That's possible because of you and your faithful giving to this congregation.
Thank you all for the ways you participate in the ministries of Christ the King. Your presence and generosity truly make this a community where God's love comes to life.